Hi, Spout Loreans. Abdul here with a quick pre-show announcement. If you haven't heard, this coming Monday, August 26th, is the day that we will be launching the first season of our bonus show, Mallbrats, on a brand new public feed with newly scored and remastered episodes. Launch week is going to be pretty huge, with a brand new episode dropping every day. And we're also doing a collab with our friend, the incredibly talented artist, Casey Golden, where she'll be drawing the Cool Treat Kids in her own amazing style. Launch weeks are hugely important for new shows, so we're asking all our listeners to please go and subscribe to the new feed, which is live right now. And when that first episode drops, listen, rate, review, all that good stuff. We genuinely love this show so much, and we think you'll love it too. We're also going to be doing a bunch of launch week giveaways for listeners of the new show, where we'll be giving away custom Spout Lore merch packages from our friends at Fantasy by Numbers, with amazing pins and ornaments and coasters, all with custom Spout Lore art on them. And also, one lucky listener will win the one-of-a-kind Cool Treat Kids character art that Casey is creating. If you'd like to enter to win Casey's gorgeous artwork or any of the amazing merch packages that we're giving away, all you have to do is click the link in the show notes and head over to the new feed and subscribe. Then, when the first episode drops on Monday, rate and review 5 stars or more, and make sure you sign the review with your Discord or social handle so we can find you to give you your amazing Spout Lore memorabilia. From everyone here at Spout Lore, thank you so much. We hope you like the new show.
Spout Lore is made possible by contributions from our listeners. If you'd like to support us, go to patreon.com/spoutlore.
Gather round, friends, let me tell you a tale of 3 heroes, noble and bold. A brute, a druid, and a thief who is but 9 years old. You know them by name, you know them by deed. Their quests are famously daring. So here I sit, singing to you an adventure that is worth sharing. Tuck is the brute, he knows not his home. He loves to sing and fight. Thing is half elf, he shifts his shape and wields a spear with great might. Billy's a thief, his tiny size does mask the largest heart. Best and brightest they may not be, but their friendship outweighs their smarts. So gather round, friends, and listen close, for the tale's about to start.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Spout Lore. I'm your game master, Shawn O'Hara. Joining me, as always, playing Tacoma Dome the Barbarian, Abdul Aziz.
Hello, everybody.
Playing Ving the Half-Elf Druid, Paul Oppers.
Hello, everyone.
And playing Fat Billy the Halfling Thief, Jessica Ty.
Hi, everyone.
When last we left our heroes, they were gathered in the fanny pack after a raucous night of druid partying on the beach. They attended a lecture / presentation / continental breakfast.
It was mostly a continental breakfast.
Hosted by their dear friend and wizard, Perel, to do what he described as restating the stakes, using a book that unfolded into a 3D and dynamic portrait of the planet. They went through the last couple months of adventures, restating all of the currently open threads and where those threads were moving, while investigating the book itself and the lands that they have not yet become familiar with. Billy discovered curled, blackened, and sticky pages in the book.
Yeah, last time Billy found sticky pages in the book. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. We know the joke.
Yeah. Love and Lust, page 69, blah, 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 blah,
Blah,
blah.
blah, blah, blah. Fill in the punchline yourselves.
Wow, guys, come on.
This is how I do comedy from now on.
Let's have a little fucking decorum here. Instead of just making the audience do their own punchlines.
No, these are ours. They're just our, we've downloaded them into our audience's head.
The book then began to fill with white fibrous strands reminiscent of spider webs before Morris tossed the book into the fire. Nathaniel arrived during the presentation to explain that he had a memory come to him unbidden of the Gibbous man's intentions. And while he couldn't be sure of his exact plan, he was certain that the Gibbous man needed the war in the southern principalities to succeed. And if he wanted to, as it were, spit in the face of the Gibbous man, stopping the princeps of the Firefields would be a good place to start. During this recollection of the Gibbous Man's events, he was overtaken momentarily with the aspect of the Gibbous Man, presenting a black eye and a blue eye, before regaining control, but being furious with himself for having let it slip for even a moment. Ving and his father went, quote unquote, outside to the baseball diamond within the fanny pack.
A real Field of Dreams and a Field of Dreams style.
Oh, yeah, that was a Field of
We
Dreams
basically
thing.
played catch with our memories.
Yeah.
The Chamberlain ring was used to commune with the whispers of Nathaniel's own mind. Ving, upon failing that role, entered Nathaniel's mind, or so he thought, and was faced with the aspect of his father controlled by the Gibbous Man, who let Ving know he's in his head. You fell for his trick, you'll fall for another one. He's got you.
The dad's got me?
The Gibbous Man's got you.
God, there he goes again.
he's tricking you right now. After the vision, Nathaniel decided he couldn't stay here. It wasn't safe. So he packed up his shit and he left. And after some, let's say, awkward comforting of Ving,
Yeah.
Morris and Perel asked the party, what's going on? What are we doing? And then had a sudden flash of genius that if the Firefields are invading the Highspear and the Gibbous Man is like, hell yeah, they might be going for the Highspear itself, a remnant wizard tower from the Golden Age that projects a magical translation field over the planet, allowing everyone to communicate. The party then realized that they've all been speaking different languages to each other this whole time, and resolved to drop Morris and Perel off at the Highspear to attempt to bend its power to their own devices.
And that idea led to another idea to fuck each other right then and there.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're geniuses.
They got so hot and heavy because how well smart they are.
Exactly. And part 2 was the party will go to Black Glass and attempt to sign on as mercenaries with the war effort and sow their own discord and gather their own information. That is where we find our heroes now.
So we're packing up to leave?
Yeah, I guess, do we just see you on somebody's riding Gale's back?
I think that's pretty, yeah, I think that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything else that anyone wants to do in Hibernia.
I think Morris and Perel were so horned up on their idea
We all wanted to get out.
that we all wanted to get out of the fanny pack for a bit because there was so much crashing all over the place.
There's so many rooms and they were using so many of them.
Yeah.
It was the thing where they were kissing and smashing into things, and every time we'd go into a different room,
They would crash through the paper wall.
They're in the Gossip Girls tunnels.
Yes.
Guys, don't fuck in the tunnels.
Tunnels are for everybody.
they're not soundproof at all.
No.
That's the point.
Yeah, they're created to transmit sound.
Who made these to look in?
They keep busting through paint. Every time we would go to a different room, they'd bust through the
Like
paint.
flesh come through the eyes of a painting.
Like just Morris's
Just like
butt.
butt
cheeks.
cheeks coming out of the eyes of a painting. Is that? Oh my lord! Is that painting winking at me?
It was a thing where we were like, we gotta get Billy out of here right now.
So we cut to the three of you on Gale's back going just like, oh God.
Yeah, we look harrowed.
Oh, yeah.
Not yucking their yum. We're just yucking that we know them to. We're yucking our.
Yucking their bum.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're yucking them specifically. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not okay to just fuck in front of your guests.
No. Okay, so was there anything that anyone wanted to do on Hibernia before we left?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
No.
I also think that we've overstayed our welcome.
Yeah, that's what the vibe you get is like the young druids that were partying with you were like, bye. But then the older druids have their arms crossed and they're like, get the fuck out of here.
Because I stole their smoked fish. Like, you know how they would have them out on like the forks?
On the sticks?
The
Yeah.
sticks. I would take a whole stick. They're like, "Ugh."
Pretty amazing. Okay, then yeah, we see Gale take off into the sky, directly engulfed in the gray.
Mhm.
We see angry druids glaring after you, casting ancient signs with their hands of banishment and
I'm
fucking
sorry.
off.
We do them back.
Billy's got like a bunch of fish on a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, but not sorry enough to give the fish back. Okay, so then we're going to Highspear.
Yes.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Do we Perilous Wilds to see what we see on the way?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Okay.
I like that we bust out of the top of the grain. It's like we went to a matinee. We're all just like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Oh, jeez. It's so bright up here.
Just instantly sunburned.
Yeah.
Really, no.
Oh, we didn't put cream on you.
Oh, my creams.
Like
My
Fenton's
creams are in
belly.
the wall.
He's dead.
Never mind. Creams
No,
in the
they're
wall.
using.
Yeah.
Oh.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. There's creams in the wall for
There's
sure.
creams in the
Oh,
wall
yeah.
for sure.
Okay. As with Perilous Wild, as we all know, there are 3 moves. Manage provisions, navigate, and scout ahead. Who's doing what?
I could do provisions because I have the fish stick.
Right. That makes
that
sense.
makes
Right,
sense.
yeah.
I'll scout ahead because I have light sight and
That-
we're into the brain of the day.
Perfect.
And then what was the other one?
Oh, navigate. 2d6 plus intelligence.
Navigate. So I'm up front telling Gail where to go, I guess, because
Yeah.
I drew the short straw, which means I have to sit at the front where she can talk to me.
You're like over her shoulder.
Okay.
I got 10.
No, 5.
Cool.
I got 7.
Okay. So,
Sorry. I forgot to roll Fairy Child.
oh,
Oh,
yes.
There's
I
a new
see
day.
that.
Yes, you can.
9.
9.
Nice. So
Great.
that means I get 3 holds.
3 hold.
Okay, and from that, I want to use a Fairy Child to turn a failed roll into a 7 to 9.
You sneaky fuck.
Yes, I am. I did not eat all the fish.
That's
Billy did eat all the fish, but then he uses one of 3 potential boons to make them rematerialize.
Yeah. Okay, so on a 7 to 9, the party consumes the expected amount of rations. Ving, of course, does not eat or just eats whatever. Tuck probably eats a lot.
Yeah.
Billy eats a lot.
Ving's doing that thing where he's getting food from the sunlight on his butthole on the back of Gale.
What?
You know
Yeah,
that
you
thing
know.
that people were doing?
Where you,
Oh,
sun,
yeah,
you
with,
sun
like,
your
the-
butthole?
Yeah, you feed your
The
soul through your
weird like
butthole.
Instagrammers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put your
the
butt
wellness
to the
people.
sun. He's downward dogging on the back of a bird.
I
That's. People are doing this?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
The world sucks.
No, I know.
Also,
Uh-huh.
this is an opportunity to use Billy's changeling move, which we forgot the 4 seasons. Is Billy going to
No.
potentially undergo? Nope, no seasonal change.
Not yet.
So
now
he
is not the
remains-
time.
Remains in his spring.
Yeah.
And as you remain in your spring form, you have a benefit from that. What is your spring form?
Right. You may create a convincing illusion without spending a hold.
And okay, so what did Ving get for Scout Ahead?
12.
12. So on a 10 plus, choose 2 from the list below. You get the drop on whatever lies ahead. You discern a beneficial aspect of the terrain, such as a shortcut, shelter, or tactical advantage. You make a capital D discovery or note a sign of a capital D danger.
I like a discovery.
'Kay.
And then get a drop on whatever's ahead. Perfect. Because we're coming into war zone.
And navigate.
I got 7.
So the GM chooses one from the list below, but I'll let you choose because it's usually more fun.
Oh, yeah.
You happen on a capital D discovery missed by the scout. The going is slow, or you wander off course, or you encounter a capital D danger.
Well, only one of those is not bad.
One of those is not bad. That's what the GM's supposed to choose. I realize.
So, yeah, you choose.
Okay, well let's go ahead and roll this discovery first and see what happens here. Thank you so much for giving me back the power in that scene. I appreciate that. That was a rare handoff. So we leave the gray, we pull out, we fly up above,
Mhm.
and we see the Sea of Graves and the storm, because we've talked about how the storm is sort of spread.
Yeah.
So you see off in the distance the Sea of Graves, the pillars rising out of the ocean, marching off into the distance, the crackling storm that has engulfed these pillars for millennia, some say.
Mm-hmm.
And that storm sort of arcs out above the sky and seems to spread across the land. A surprising amount of the sky around you is storms. And Gale, for as much as she's like, okay, so it was this play that I saw, and it was about a boss who was really mean, and it was about a new assistant who was trying to get into the boss's world, you know? What was it called?
Is it The Devil Wears Prada?
I don't think it's that.
Fuck, Gail.
Tuck, you can see, like, as she's saying this, you see her eyes on the side of her massive head are, like, locked on the storm,
Yeah.
paying very close attention.
She's like navigating between like It's like a maze almost.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. She starts navigating between the worst parts of the storm using what appears to be some sort of Thunderbird road network
That makes sense.
where she's taking like wind currents that are passing between the most dangerous parts of the storm.
Ion streams.
Exactly. Yeah. She's like, I'm not going to be able to do this forever, but we're safe for now. I hope.
I like the idea that she does her like stream of consciousness, like what is this thing, to kind of like just keep herself
Like calm.
calm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
So Tuck's just like answering her questions because he can tell that she's kind of stressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know when you faced Thronebreaker for the first time and like parts of the storm looked like they were reaching out?
Like when we were above Sheer City?
Yes, yeah. Ving, because you get the drop on whatever lies ahead. You see in this tunnel network, you're like looking at the storm, trying to perceive the spirits and the dangers in this place. You feel a particularly strong sense of maliciousness ahead. And you see like a shark cresting a wave, you see like part of a cloud up ahead ripple and roil and then pull back into itself.
Whoa.
Thronebreaker's here.
It does not appear to be Thronebreaker.
Why?
But there's another bird.
But there's something.
Discern realities.
Yeah, discern realities. 2-6 plus wisdom.
Do it.
9.
Aid. I'm waving the fog around with my fish stick. Try to move the clouds, 7.
Okay, so that makes it
Great.
a 10.
Yes.
3 questions off the discern realities list.
What here is not what it appears to be.
Okay, so you see with your elf eyes the ripple in the clouds again, and you think, oh, it must be a bird. But then you realize that it's not something moving in the clouds. It is the cloud itself.
What happened here recently?
With the spreading of the storm and the growing of its strength, you do see wings and a back and a head start cresting the cloud and pulling away. It almost looks like a physical form made of the storm cloud.
There's another spirit walker.
Huh?
What it is?
You guys are jumping to crazy
This is the
conclusions.
sort of stuff the Ving makes, though, for real.
Yeah.
Smoke monsters.
It's an animal made out of the pure elements.
Who really is in control here?
Okay, so you see this figure resolve into a powerful facsimile of a thunderbird made of storm clouds. As its body extricates itself from the cloud completely, you see like talons of crackling electricity.
Whoa.
A beak of like also electricity. I realized it should be the same material for the hard parts.
Yeah.
It could be hail.
Hail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or for the eyes.
Yeah. Hail. Oh, hailstone eyes.
Yeah.
Fucking
Snow?
snow for the beak.
That just turned into a 14-year-old.
It's got fucking snow beak. But then in the center of its cloud head where the bezoar would be is like roiling black cloud.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Obsidian cloud.
Oh
This
my
Tuck
God.
says that.
And you're reminded of the vision you had of Thronebreaker and his obsidian bezoar.
Oh.
This seems to be an extension of his will, would be your guess.
Oh my gosh.
What if Thronebreaker is a spirit walker too, but for the gibbous man?
What?
Oh, never mind.
What? I love that.
It's an interesting idea.
That's insane.
So curious.
Not something that you would be able to confirm now. but
I
a very
withdraw.
interesting
I didn't
idea.
get enough positive reinforcement. I withdraw my idea. Tuck rips a bunch of pages out of a notebook he was writing and he throws it out.
He needs 100% so on board.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling supported in this relationship right now.
No, that's a good idea.
I just can't confirm or deny things that you just come up with until the story reveals them.
What should I be on the lookout for?
More of them.
Whoa. Multiple.
Ooh, that was a cool line.
You had that in the can. Okay, I am looking out for them.
Yeah, so you do, since you have the jump on them,
Oh, yeah.
you have a moment to decide what you're going to do. At this point, you are basically just starting to travel over the land.
Go lower. I don't think we should go through this.
Okay.
Go below.
Oh, it's Thronebreaker. His perceptions and influence travel through the storm now. Did I not tell you that?
Oh,
No.
All right, hold on. She pulls her wings in and sharply dives through the clouds.
Oh, the G-force on it is
Yeah.
crazy.
The Gale Force.
The gale
Oh.
force.
Ah.
That's sick.
And you grip on hard as she starts just pelting through the clouds.
That's what she says. She says, grip on hard.
Hold me, Tuck. Hold me.
I am, Gale.
Hold me tight
I am.
with your thighs. And boom, she comes out of the bottom of this cloud, and you see the vast expanse of the great forest beneath you. You see, oh, there's Heartwood City, and you just turn away. Oh boy. Yep-de-da-da-da.
Yeah, we hear swords clanging. We're like, everything is fine there.
Not a problem.
Boom.
You hear taxes,
nice.
and you look up and you see the land. You see like the entirety of the principalities that aren't like covered in storm. And you look up and you see falling through the cloud, removing itself from it, a large elemental
Ooh.
thunderbird. It is pursuing you or attempting to.
Ooh, I could roll. I could create a convincing illusion.
Oh, you
Oh,
could.
yes.
Yes.
Fight
to
this
distract
one.
it. Yes.
That's fun.
Can
So,
I do that?
Yeah. What illusion are you attempting to create?
I'm going to create another thunderbird, another gale to confuse the other one.
Right.
That's
like
what I'll do.
split off and be
Yeah.
like, which one are you chasing?
Uh-huh.
So you don't have to roll. You don't have
Oh,
to.
I just
you
do it.
And you don't have to spend a point.
Right, because you're in your spring form.
Fuck yeah.
So how does this look? Because now it's basically like it pulls up a little short and it's flapping its huge hurricane wings
Uh-huh.
and it's looking back and forth between the two birds covered in the two groups of people.
Yeah.
How do you utilize this illusion to escape?
So I think the illusion's pretty good. Yeah, it's convincing enough. It's
Yeah.
got the three of us on the back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And fake.
Ving's
Yeah.
pointing his asshole at him.
Yeah, fake
Yep.
Billy's putting the ass or
So sorry, Billy.
sorry.
Language,
No,
Billy.
no, no. Fake Ving is shining his booty hole,
Uh-huh.
and fake Billy is waving his fish stick at the bird as if to like antagonize him.
Uh-huh.
I think
Yeah.
it's like pretty convincing.
It's pretty
Yeah.
convincing.
Fake Tuck looks angry at Gale.
Could I elemental mastery to create a fog around us to shield us?
Yeah, basically like,
To hide us and create
Yeah, hide us in the
Ooh.
mist of the mountain.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the fake one flies out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to do like, car chases where like you're driving the same car and you drive under an overpass and then they
Yes.
follow the wrong car.
Yeah, 100% like
Right.
that.
2d6 plus constitution.
9.
9.
Oh, I'll help.
How does Tuck help?
Gale is going so fucking fast. Like, it's quite unstable.
Mhm.
So he's just holding Ving and Billy so that they don't have to focus on holding on
Oh, yeah.
tight.
Nice. He's like a cockpit.
Yeah, he's being the seatbelt.
Nice.
Yeah. But because I'm doing this, Ving can focus even harder.
Excellent.
Okay. 8.
Okay, that
Thank
makes it a 10.
Choose 2 from the list below. The effect you desire comes to pass. Avoid paying nature's price. Retain control. I will avoid paying nature's price,
Mhm.
and the effect you desire comes to pass.
Okay. How do you like move the fog around you?
Yeah, so that's that thing where we're just like kind of on one gale and then shimmer apart into 2
Totally.
Yeah.
gales.
Sick.
Yeah, it's like a
And-
mirror.
Yeah, a mirror, and it's like copying us.
Uh-huh.
When we dive down in between 2 big mountains and there's
Mhm.
a big valley of mist, Gale punches down, drop down into a cloud. We stop,
Mhm.
air brakes. The illusionary one keeps going.
Yeah.
And then we, as an aspect of a cloud, gently mist falls down, cascades down the
Perfect.
mountain.
Yeah, beautiful. And the illusory bird with the illusory 3 on the back takes off, peels away, and you hear, rather than see, the crackling storm elemental thunderbird peel off and follow it. And you are surrounded by clouds and mist. You see coming out of the clouds like rocky mountainsides, trees in valleys.
We're like drenched in water because
Yeah.
Oh, from the
Mm.
mist and
Y-
cloud?
yeah.
You're so wet. And after a while, as you do not retain control, you're flying for a while and you're like squinting at all the water that's just like pelting you in the face. Gale's like, I don't know where we are.
What? Gale, what do you mean?
I'm just surrounded by mist and I was trying to like take some deeks and turns, throw them off. And then I threw myself off. I don't want to freak anybody out, but I think We're lost.
Can I spout lore or something about like the area we're in, since like this is around the region Billy's from?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I think Gail would be like, all right, how about let's just, and she starts going a little bit lower
Okay.
and she like, woof, woof, alights on almost a miniature forest that's on like a plateau. You can see rocks and trees, but you're surrounded by mist.
Well, it's like the mountain trees, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Spout lore using,
Intelligence.
which I have none. So 8.
Okay.
Not bad.
So something interesting but not useful about the region that you're in.
Mhm.
Billy recognizes this as a region, near the Everwood Valley.
Huh. I used to play around here.
This is close to where Billy's from. Why don't you tell me about this
Oh,
region?
wow. I tell you?
Yeah.
This is outside of the Everwood Valley. We're on the other side of the river. Like the village is on one side in the center. And then there's like the river. And we're on the outside on the side of the mountain. This is around the area where the witch lives.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're like close to the Everwood Valley.
Yes.
Like this is the witch that lives near Lone Tree. Like not Mother Never Was.
No,
but a
not Mother Never Was. It's just like a witch who lives. She doesn't do that much stuff.
Just a crazy lady that lives in the woods.
Yeah, she's like, I hate the halflings.
She's like the evil wizard from the Smurfs. Like she's just like
She's
these
Gargamel.
fucking halflings.
Yeah.
Billy, this is where you're from?
Yeah, like if you can, I mean, if the fog wasn't all surrounding us, you could see the village from across the river.
Oh, we're that close.
Tuck is like, okay, so given that the sky is dangerous, could we maybe use the Sunwise and the Widdershins to like get closer to Highspear, like use the riverways?
That's a cool idea. I like that.
That is an
Yeah.
interesting idea. Gail is like, oh, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Traveling with me is actually probably a pretty bad idea considering your enemy is the god of the sky, huh?
Also, I should be fighting.
Oh, yeah, there's a war and my very close friend Cloudpiercer is in constant danger. And I think like Gail is pretty shaken by the elemental birds that chased
Oh.
you and is like, I'm really worried because if something happens to me, and she salutes with her big wing, it is in service to the cause. But if you three, something happens to you while you're on my back, that's it.
And it's literally on me.
Yeah.
That
She's
is a
like-
lot of pressure, Gail.
That's it. The podcast is over.
Finally.
We're free.
Jess has been trying to get out of this for 7 years.
What if we create a Thunderbird that takes us in the middle of a war? Then we'll definitely die.
Finally.
What we cut out of the podcast every episode is Jessica going like, and Billy jumps into the lake. And Billy rolls into the fireplace.
Yeah.
Billy eats the lava. What are you doing?
I think this is a great idea, actually, because
The sky has proven itself to be unsafe.
it's unsafe. It's safer. And plus, like, we don't want to be noticed by anyone.
Yeah.
The halflings, they would obviously notice Gail.
Yeah, they would notice Gale. And I mean, we can assume that the majority of the halflings are probably not like, fuck yeah, evil. So like
No.
maybe they
Shelter us.
could potentially help you.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, interesting. Okay, we're back to Overland Adventure Boys because of course the sky is a threat.
Yeah. And the goal right now is to get Morris and Perel to Highspear,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's where we're targeting.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we know that we're not on as tight a timeline as we thought in terms of the world ending.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
the Gibbous man is like, well, I have to fucking wait too.
For the war to finish or
To play
whatever.
out.
Yeah.
Because he is maybe a bit more hands tied than
Yeah.
we initially thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's letting things, he starts things or he stirs the pot and lets it settle.
Totally.
Cool.
Cool.
Tuck's like, Gail, you're right. You can't come with us anymore. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry. And she reaches up a wing and runs it down your face.
Tuck sneezes.
Tuck's been allergic to birds this whole
You
time.
guys, his eyes are so red. He's just, that's why he got a partial success on the navigate because he can barely see.
Like, he's like, it's just the fog, right? But it's just his eyes are shut.
You look and it's swollen shut, like he needs an antihistamine. Gail, I love being with you, but I love to see you go.
I'd love to be able to see you go. Just get away from me. She lets you all down. You slide down off Gale's back.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I hold up. Oh, sorry.
Oh no. What? She sees you moving the fish around.
I was going to offer this to you, but
I couldn't possibly.
you deserve it, Gale.
I need my strength for the flight back to the war front.
You do.
Before she takes off, Ving wants to give her his silver gauntlets that he's been hanging on to forever. Here, I want to put these on. He puts them around her talon.
Oh.
And says, one of these is for you and one of them's for Cloudpiercer.
I will do my best.
Those are the ones that are made of the moon steel?
Maybe I should hang on to those.
Every time we leave, you're like, I would give it my most prized possession.
That's all right.
I've been carrying this around for 7 seasons.
Yeah.
And it now belongs to you.
It's from the Temple of the Moon Goddess.
You do the thing where, like, when the adult child comes and visits their mom, the mom is like, okay, and while you're here, like, I'm going to send you back with, like, another box of your stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to hold on to your memories anymore.
So yeah, you clasp these arm guards around her talons.
Mhm.
Shiny.
These will be a boon in the fight to come, I assume. I don't actually know what they are, but they're pretty sick.
They're from the Temple of the Moon Goddess. They're lunar steel, Gale.
I know not what you are talking about.
When I say they're lunar steel, Gale, I'm looking at Ving angrily. They're lunar steel, Gale.
I forgot. I actually forgot.
They're literally nothing like that exists in the world.
Yeah, they are one of a kind and priceless, Gale. And they are impenetrable.
Which is why I have given you one of those things. Ving says, and he takes one back.
You ungifts. Like, totally ungrateful.
Just takes it right back off.
That's for you and Cloudpiercer to share.
Switch back and forth, take turns evenings and weekends. I don't care how you split it up.
And she goes, wow, okay.
One of these, cool.
She rolls her eyes. All right, well, I guess I'll go back to risking my life. Like I did to get you here. And to get you to... All right, whatever.
We're like, Gale, it was good. It was great to see you again, as ever.
I wish you nothing but luck and success on your journey.
And you.
Thank you. That's what I was waiting for. And now I must away.
Goodbye, Gale.
Goodbye. And she, boom, and you're all knocked to the
I fall off the cliff. It's a short
Jessica,
cliff.
you can't keep killing Billy.
I love it, though.
I love killing Billy.
And the sonic boom from her wing beats sends her high off into the sky.
And as she flies away, the camera sees her majestically batting into the sky as Tuck, Billy, and Ving are hanging off the edge of the cliff, cliffhanger style.
Waving goodbye.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
All right, so here we are in a valley somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
in a mountain valley on a plateau. What do you do?
Oh, we're in a new area. I would like to use Wild Wanderer. Yes.
Which I believe allows you to ask a question about the region that you're in.
Okay, how do we get to, what's the best way to the Widdershins from here?
So the Widdershins, you would know, like you consult sort of internally the druidic knowledge that courses through your veins now. And you recall the tree's memory of a time before the Widdershins, before the two rivers were knit into one ever-flowing. As the courses of those rivers changed, they left riverbeds behind. The rivers that became the Widdershins existed for millennia. So this region is sort of crisscrossed with natural paths that lead to the Everwood Valley.
Dry creek beds.
Exactly, yeah. And if you know the signs, you can find those creek beds quite easily.
Great.
Maybe especially in this region, there's like a particular plant that flourishes in the sort of healthy areas that once were the creek beds.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it?
I do like skunk cabbage, except the leaves have like that stripe that a skunk has on them.
Oh, yeah.
We've
Cool.
done skunk cabbages
Yeah.
that were alive.
We've
That
done
were alive.
cabbage skunks.
Yeah, but these
yeah.
are skunk cabbages.
Yeah. Though cabbage skunks do make their homes in skunk cabbage beds,
Mm-hmm.
they're not terribly dangerous.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're just stinky.
Yeah.
Whereas like these skunk cabbages, the food just looks like a skunk tail on the leaves, but it is not stinky.
Oh.
It is the opposite of stinky.
It smells,
It's
smells
smelly.
good?
It smells good.
Like roasted cabbage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So then this sounds like a perilous journey, and it sounds like Billy is navigating with his nose.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sure.
Follow your nose.
I'll scout ahead.
Okay.
I'm cutting through the marsh with the axe.
Yeah.
9.
Okay. Plus wisdom for scout ahead.
When
And-
provisions is plus wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
10.
So 10, you choose one from the list below for managed provisions. Careful management reduces the amount of rations consumed, or the party consumes the expected amount, and the food is excellent. Describe it, and everyone who licks their lips takes +1 forward.
Nice.
It's roasted cabbage.
Yes.
All the way down.
Yeah.
Delicious. Bulrushed hearts too. Young shoots. Yum.
Ooh.
Frog legs.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Sorry, frogs. Sorry, Perel.
I like the
Delicious.
idea that after all this time, it's like you don't even open the fanny pack. You just have like a campfire, like the old days, and just like make dinner outside.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ving actually learned from Mears, which is cute.
Yeah.
Oh.
Beautiful. So yeah, I imagine that that Billy sort of helps everybody get down to where this creek bed is before
Mhm.
you continue on your way,
Mhm.
and then you make camp, have a nice little meal. So what you say that skunk cabbage smells good? What does
Yeah.
it smell like to Billy?
Yeah, it smells like roasted cauliflower, roasted cabbage.
It's like borscht. This whole swamp.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
It smells like soup.
It just smells so good and crispy.
Yeah.
And sweet.
And so scout ahead on a 7 to 9, you choose one from below. You get the drop on whatever lies ahead, discern a beneficial aspect of the terrain, make a discovery, or note a sign of a danger.
Make a discovery.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes.
And for Billy,
hmm
oh, this is the GM chooses one from the list below. Happen on a discovery, the going is slow, or you wander off course. As Ving, like, okay, we've had a long day of riding on this bird, and
We're drenched to the bone.
you're drenched to the
Yes.
bone.
It's still raining, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you make camp next to, like, there's a mountain like a kilometer away, like the side of a mountain, but in there is like a small pond lake that is gathered from different water sources, and there are reeds and water grasses sort of ringing it.
Mm-hmm.
And who's wandering the pond in this like restful moment?
I can wonder.
And as you are like looking, you're like, oh man, I thought we were really going to get to Highspear. I thought this was going to be, thought I was going to be in a mall today. And now I'm here. You are looking at like these big, huge water rushes that are coming up out of the lake. And as you get close, you see that like one of them is moving.
Yeah.
Like a clump of rushes is moving around.
Okay.
And as you like lean in, you see a big long beak about 3 feet, like a 3-foot long beak that initially looked like a rush poke up, and the rushes move aside and form into like the wings of a heron that is about as tall as you,
Whoa, fuck.
but looks to be a collection of rushes. And it starts to like lower its leg that it had hidden up in its body and starts stepping out of the lake towards you.
And then Tuck, he's transfixed by it, where he's just like, he raises a hand to be like, hello, are you friendly?
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yes. Because he, like, Tuck's bushcraft is not good. Like, it's like Billy and Ving are like the outdoorsy types, and like Tuck, well, more Ving. And Billy's more kind of like inside of a drawer.
Yeah, like the backyard kid.
Yeah. But like Tuck has like learned that his instinct to just kill whatever it is usually leads to like more problems.
Mhm.
So he's like doing what Ving told him to do when like wild animals approach, which is to approach them with openness. So he goes, I am quite insecure sometimes. Hello. Sometimes when people don't immediately like my ideas, I just throw them away. I see it. He says that. He says, I see it as a personal attack.
Okay, I have a quick question. Ving's new
They're
move
targeting me when they don't immediately laugh hysterically.
with
It's a betrayal.
yeah.
That's every step you take backward.
Yeah. And he goes, when Jessica doesn't laugh into the mic, It's because she's trying to convince the audience that I am bad.
Finally.
Oh my god, there it is.
Does it feel good to say it?
Crazy person. Imagine this is when I reveal that I'm a psychopath.
Here's a question I have. Ving's new move, World's Echo.
I have an answer. It says in your presence. If
Okay.
I am here, then yes.
Okay.
I feel like I can see him across the
Oh, yeah,
little
we're
pond. They're still like
Yeah,
in
totally.
So
yeah,
close.
yeah. So are you like calling out to Ving? Like, I feel like Ving needs to be like, all right, everybody can talk to this thing instead of it just being able to talk, you know?
Okay, yeah. I'm like, Ving, help me.
Roll a Defy Danger Charisma to not get this thing to immediately attack you.
Tuckers, help me. Ving, there's a thing here. 8.
So Ving, you hear Tuck calling, and through the like waning light, you see him standing with his arms up, and a large bird, seemingly made of rushes and water grass, approaching him from the side of the pond.
Okay, I want to get over there.
Okay, yeah, you can run around the lake pretty easily,
Okay.
and the bird is there. It is about 6.5, 7 feet tall.
Be open. Be open, Tuck. What did I tell you?
I have a hard time dealing with high emotion scenes, so I just make dick jokes instead.
And the bird, now in Ving's presence, kind of tilts its weird green gray head. Are you a fish?
We are not fish. We are friends of the feather.
And it tilts its head the other way and goes, that's what a fish would say. Because it doesn't want to get eaten.
And Tuck goes, would a fish do this?
I can't wait to see what this is.
He takes a deep breath of air.
Oh.
Oh.
That is actually pretty smart.
Ving
Yeah.
slowly covers his gills with his hands. Subtly.
Muffs.
Yeah, Tuck leans over and puts an arm around Ving to like obscure his neck.
Just two normal guys.
Yeah, let's breathe into each other's mouths to show how much we love air.
That's what fish do.
All right. Defy Danger Charisma.
Okay. 7.
Okay, just barely.
Yeah.
I think just as Ving starts to cover his neck, the bird sees the gills.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you're not a fish, why is your friend a fish? Why would a non-fish be hanging out with a fish?
Oh, Billy hears squawking. And he like comes over. What's going on?
A fish!
I'm not a fish.
Not
wait,
a
I
fish.
can't hear him.
No, you
No,
can't
hear it
it
now.
Oh, I can.
Now that you get here, yeah.
Scram.
And it extends its wings and rustles its brushes.
You don't scare me.
Now there's 3 of you, and
Yeah.
it's kind of looking to the 3 of you.
There are no fish here. You have to go to the river for that. You know it.
Defy Danger Charisma.
Okay. 11.
Oh, okay.
That's the only good roll that's happened.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Finally.
It's just you're doing the hand waving
Yeah.
to a bird.
And I look at you guys. I'm like, usually if you have a broom, you want to keep a broom on you when you come out here because they don't like all that stuff.
Billy knows how to deal with these animals.
because he got chased away with so many brooms.
Yeah.
Actually, Billy knows how to deal with these animals. Billy, what is this animal?
It's a swamp heron. They can't fly.
Okay. They can't fly. I like it. So when you start doing the brush-like or the broom-like movements in its face, it's like, I hate all that stuff.
Yeah, I know it.
Ugh.
I know you can't fly away.
And it like hops out of the river and kind of does like a ostrich run a little bit across
Go.
Okay, all right, fine. But I'll be back, fish.
We are not fish.
I'll be back.
We are all boys, human boys.
I'll be back. And it gets out of Ving's World's Echo region. You just hear,
I'll be back.
and it runs off into the mist.
Wow, thanks, Billy.
If you don't have a broom, you can offer them granolas. If you don't have granola, I think you just have to insult him at that point. They're really insecure about not being able to fly.
Oh,
That's fucking hilarious.
They're really top heavy too, so you can always use the end of the broom to knock them over.
We look into the pond and there's a few of them that are
Yeah.
just on their sides.
Just kicking their legs.
Tuck goes, nature in our world is stupid. Billy, you know this area, right?
I mean, I know it okay.
Do you know where, because we're going to try and ride down the Sunwise and the Widdershins. What direction is that?
We're not on the river, are we? Or we?
No, I'd
Yeah.
say you're a bit away.
Yeah, we're still in the kind of like the like swampy area. He like licks his finger, puts in the air. I think the river goes that way.
Yep, and you're going east.
We're going east.
Mm-hmm. And I think the navigate thing that I'm going to choose is the going is slow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's a lot of like, all right, looking for the riverbed.
And also me like looking at grubs
yeah,
and snacks.
Billy is navigating, so it is predictably slow.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over this way. And then he just is eating berries off a bush.
Yeah, I found some salmon berries.
We are in the terrible parental situation where our child now has control over our timeline.
And I am abusing it for sure.
Let this happen.
It's his land. We don't know it here.
Exactly. You gotta respect me now.
Billy, we always respect you.
You don't respect me when it's bath time.
Yes, we do. That's why we force you to have a bath.
No, it is against our ways.
It's a health thing. You have to bathe.
I lived for so long without a bath, and I turned out just fine.
You had thrush when we met.
I don't know what that is.
And the going is slow, so I think that means that as you're walking down these riverbeds and waiting for Billy to finish eating salmon berries and waiting for Billy to stop eating the berries that are not edible.
And then waiting for Billy to have diarrhea
Yeah.
because he ate an inedible berry.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have to go to my favorite diarrhea spot. You have to wait here.
Only one type of grass, so take care of this. I also, it's like two parents arguing over how they walk the dog.
Yes.
You know, and they're like, you don't have to let him stop and sniff every spot. No, he has to be able to do what he wants.
Every once in a while, you just nudge Billy with your foot.
Yeah.
He doesn't really notice.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Keep moving.
I think night falls as you're traveling.
Oh, and we see the night sky
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
because we haven't seen it for a while because we've been in the gray.
Yeah. Through the gaps in the storm above, you see the dark, dark night sky and the cold white stars that shine within.
I would like to use night moves.
Very well. I actually think I changed night moves to also be more mechanically distinct.
Great. When you spend time contemplating the movement of the stars in the night, roll plus wisdom. On 10 plus, the GM will answer one question. 7 to 9, the GM will ask you one question in return.
Oh, sick.
I like
I
that.
love it.
10.
Fuck yeah.
So I'll answer one question. And I think we can all understand and agree that there are bounds to the questions that can be
reasonable.
answered by watching the movements of the
Where
stars.
is the god gun that will kill the gibbous man?
Where is the god gun that shoots smaller gods at other gods? Also, I'm assuming that this means we are stopping for the night. That this is a camp situation.
I feel like this would be a situation where we're walking and then we like the canopy lifts or the storm lifts and then we see the night sky and we're like, Billy, we need a fairy ring.
Oh, that's
yes.
a good idea.
It's
Billy's
like-
move fairy ring.
It's not safe for us to like keep traveling in the night.
Do you want to do that before, and then we can do that before Ving does night
Right.
moves?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Do you want to read fairy ring?
Yes. Fairy ring is when you spend some time creating a protective ring of mushrooms, flowers, stones, or the like. Roll plus wisdom. On a 7 to 9, the ring requires your constant attention, but is only passable to those you choose. On a 10 plus, it will last the night without maintenance.
Great.
Holy shit.
Nice. 10.
Holy shit.
Okay.
It's so easy. There's mushrooms. This is such a mushroomy area.
Mushrooms,
Yeah,
rocks,
yeah.
and flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
They just they just sprout up
They're
around
huge.
you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
3 foot tall mushrooms.
Ground is so horny.
Yeah, sorry, Ving.
God.
Mushrooms love this area.
It's also like your homeland.
Yeah.
It's where your body is from.
Yeah.
They're almost just like, Billy.
Yeah.
Oh, they would know you.
They're
Yeah.
very like cheerful looking mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like kind of orange.
It's like a surprise party.
Uh-huh.
Surprise.
Even the turkey tails on the rotten logs are like,
Yeah. All the
Yeah.
mushrooms around it are also springing to life. That's really cool.
Which that actually kind of makes sense for why we were going so fucking slow. Because
Yes.
there's fairies and everything that are like, Billy's back.
Catching up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like walking around town with somebody who knows everyone.
Yeah.
So the ring will last the night. You will be protected within it. You're free to open up the fanny pack if you so choose, or just sleep on the ground.
I would like to do night moves.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
Okay. So you get one question related to whatever.
Tuck is helping Billy make the fairy ring while you do this.
You don't even have to help me with the fairy ring. I think you're helping me. I'm like, you gotta move out of the way. And then I try to undo the fanny pack, and that's what I need help with.
It's just the clasp on the fanny
Yeah.
pack.
Yeah, Tuck is putting like logs around, and you're like, stop.
Stop.
Is there any route for us coming into the melee that keeps us out of the gaze of the gibbous man?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Is there like a dark path or something
Like a
that's
tunnel?
a tunnel through the night, or a tunnel of darkness?
Mhm.
I mean, he is
Or
the
a
darkness of
literal tunnel, because the riverways have tunnels in them.
Like, yeah,
Mhm.
there could be a literal tunnel, or there could be old roads or something like that.
Oh.
Or roads that are shrouded by some sort of like presence of fairy or spirit or magic.
Oh, yeah.
light.
I think that like watching the stars and seeing where they're looking and where they're not looking, like watching which constellations wheel in which directions and which parts of the sky are avoided entirely, you feel in the currents of the turning of the stars a path that leads sort of in the direction that you were hoping to go. Like the Everwood Valley is, if not a safe place, currently safe from the fighting. But the river that was turned away, that once passed through Mudlark centuries ago, you believe, passes through a winding mountain valley, crisscrossed with ancient mountain tunnels, old abandoned roads that led to cities of men from millennia ago, passing through marshland that the stars fear.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Is that the marsh of Mother Never Was?
I don't know if the characters would know that, but that is what the players would know.
Okay.
There is something about Mother Never Was and the marsh that she inhabits that is not safe, but is dangerous in a different way.
So is this kind of like a Mines of Moria situation?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where we can pass through the mountains, and because it's like so outside of the realm of the gibbous man and like touched by other magics,
Mhm.
we could potentially like skulk through without him, but it comes out in a dangerous place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Opens us up to new dangers.
Mhm.
So there is a safer path that is not exposed to the night sky.
Yep.
Mhm. Safer from the gibbous man.
Safer
Yes.
from the gibbous man, yeah.
Okay.
And the night continues. Anything else anyone wants to handle in the evening?
Can I talk with a fairy?
Absolutely.
I do step out of the protective ring. I have to.
Yeah.
But it's an old stump that was burned once in a fire.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's an old stump. And what does the fairy that is a part of this stump look like?
Oh, he is like kind of looks like a short Morgan Freeman, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, totally.
Okay. He's got a lot of freckles.
Yeah. Very freckly, like kind of looks like the stump that he is connected to.
Yeah, like freckly, super wrinkled, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that okay or is that dumb?
You saying Morgan Freeman looks like a stump is just an accurate description of Morgan Freeman.
He kind of looks like a weird old stump.
Yeah.
And now I have to do the Morgan Freeman.
That's great.
Hi, Billy. It's me. Stumpy.
Stumpy. It's been so
He's
long.
I've got to have a better name
Yeah,
than
okay.
Stumpy.
I think Stumpy's
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so you approach the stump and there's a little old stump man sitting on top of it smoking a long pipe.
How's it going, Stumpy?
Well, I'll be.
It is me,
And
your old friend.
he like, "Whoa," and creakily slides down the stump and extends his arms.
I hug him.
Oh, I never thought I'd see you again, Billy. How have you been?
I've been busy. I've been all over the place. How have you been?
Oh, a stump.
Nice. I miss being a stump sometimes. Stumpy, I have a favor to ask. Well, not really a favor. I guess a favor in a way. Like, but I just need like info. Like, what's been going on around here? The ground tastes weird.
So this sounds like a perfect opportunity to use a move of Billy's.
Sure.
Connections.
Yeah.
Which I also changed the wording of.
Oh, okay. So connections. When you put out word to the ragamuffins or local fairies about something you want or need, roll plus charisma. On a 10+, someone has it just for you. On a 7 to 9, you'll have to settle for something close, or it comes with strings attached. Your call. Okay. Plus charisma.
Sick.
13.
Fuck. I could have put you on so many side quests just now. Now I have to just answer a question.
Sorry.
Ugh. You guys never let me play.
You guys never let me play.
I'm playing the game too, you know. So Stumpy leans back on his stump, takes a long drag out of his pipe, and what? Stumpy seems like an autumn fairy.
Yeah. He's super wise
Mm-hmm.
and chill and loves to smoke.
Yeah.
And he loves to sometimes sneak off into the village to gather a bunch of smoke.
Just
like
takes smoke?
Yeah, he just carries it in like a backpack of his, and then
Yeah.
he takes it back to his stump and he just like inhales a bunch of it.
Yeah, I
That's
like-
great.
Puffs his bag.
I like
Yeah.
that Billy doesn't think it's weird, but if you look at his like the bowl of his pipe, there's no like tobacco in it. It's just like a rolling ball of smoke,
That's
Yeah.
cool.
which he takes a deep drag of and breathes out this like campfire scent all
Mhm.
around you.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Oh, I just want to know like what's been going on here, because I was tasting the ground on the way and everything tastes like kind of off.
Yes, it's been a hard time in the mountains and in the valley. You might have heard on the winds a while ago the valley flooded.
Yeah.
It was a difficult time for the people down there.
And it's still a bit wet around here. Is it still flooded?
It's threatening. The storms, and he looks up at the gathering storms above. One good rain and it could wash the whole valley away.
Are the people acting weird?
Well, define weird.
Well, you know, like, are they just like fighting more amongst each other?
And he takes another drag from his pipe.
Are they letting people in across the river?
And he's like looking up at the storm and blows a bunch of smoke out.
What?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Stumpy,
I'm sorry. You know how it is. I get lost in thought sometimes.
let me hold your pipe.
What's in this thing?
Yeah.
He's doing whippets. It's really hard.
He's just sucking on a whipped cream can. So, you take his pipe away, and he goes, "Okay," and he slaps
Yeah, wake
himself
up,
in the face
wake
a few times. Okay, all right, I'm back.
Oh, actually, thank you for taking that.
You know, that's the good stuff. I got that right out of a cook fire.
I know. Oh, they were cooking bacon, weren't they?
They
It
were
is
cooking
thick.
bacon, Billy.
Stumpy, you have to take a break sometimes.
Like a tolerance break.
Yeah.
Tuck is like sitting in the fairy circle, like watching Billy, because Billy was like, I have to go outside of the fairy circle. So he's been watching him this whole time. And Billy's got like a pine cone that he's smelling like it's a cigar.
Yeah.
And then Tuck's like, what the fuck is going
What's
on
wrong
over
with
there?
this kid?
Shaking a finger at the stump.
And then smacking it. Oh, and when he hugged the stump earlier, he got like he had
Soot.
so much soot.
And Tuck in his head, it's just like, we're going to have to fucking give him a bath again.
I'm so sick of bathing this kid. So Stumpy says, well, after the floods, as you can understand, things got a little lean in the Everwood Valley.
Oh no.
People got insular. The communities got desperate.
Did they start eating each other?
What? No.
Oh. The way you were saying it, Stumpy.
No, Billy, no. It's not that kind of show. But then, once things started looking their grimmest, well, I said
Yeah.
when things started looking their grimace.
He's doing the high guy thing where he's like, that word cannot
That
be.
But it feels good.
He says grimace, and then he like squints and looks at you.
Uh-huh.
Grimace?
Is that the right word?
I mean, it feels right? For the situation.
All right. Well, that's how grim they were looking. Then the hogs came.
The hogs?
The hogs.
Oh no. Stumpy, tell me that ain't so.
Led by that great battle boar, Razor Tusk.
No. Not again.
And just acre after acre of pig.
They must have eaten all the squash.
Oh, they ate the squash.
The yams.
They ate the aubergines.
No.
They ate the cornichons.
Even the cornichons.
Things are not good in the Everwood Valley, Billy. It is a veritable hog apocalypse.
No wonder that heron came asking for fish. There must be none left in the river.
The hogs ate it.
No.
Ate them all. The hogs didn't eat the fish. The rivers are
But
one
they
of...
tried, I
They
bet.
tried. The hogs, they tried. They choked the rivers with their great bulk. And though the halflings are a hardy people, it is the fighting has been bitter.
And sometimes delicious. When we are able to bring down one of those mighty hogs.
Those mighty hogs.
But the halflings, as you know, they abhor the meat of all living things.
I know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, halflings are vegetarians.
Meat is like their famine food.
Which means I guess they're probably eating the hogs when
Yeah.
they can.
That's the bacon. That's the bacon
That's
smell.
the bacon. I'm sorry, Billy. I was enjoying the smoke so much I didn't even realize that the bacon
No,
scent.
I should have realized. Why else would they be making bacon?
Cut back to Tuck, and he's talking to Ving. He's like, I can smell bacon.
I can smell bacon.
I can smell bacon. That's
Is it on me? Is it me? Do I smell bacon?
Tuck leans in, he sniffs, and
It
then he
smells just as his
smells
bracelet.
the strap.
It doesn't smell like bacon, but it smells like...
No, I
It's
did.
like glaciers and
Let me just make sure
sweat.
it's not you again.
It smells like clean sweat.
I don't know, but that bacon is making me
Wait.
horny.
What did you
I
say?
said glaciers and sweat.
Just however women authors describe the smell of a guy in a romance novel. It smells like exertion in a field
They
after
always say
tilling.
musk. I'm like, what is musk?
It's the inside of a deer.
Oh.
It's the
Smells like
outside of a man.
It's like a baseball mitt full of cut grass.
Nice.
Yeah, that is what Stumpy has to share with you. The hogs. We remember the hogs.
I think it might have been established in a piece of bonus content,
It
so
was.
maybe just say it.
Just okay for the listeners. Then to the east of the Everwood Valley is a place known as the Hog Lands that were overrun with pigs a few decades ago. It was previously fertile farmland that has become just a place full of pigs, and every once in a while the pigs sweep into the Everwood Valley.
Oh, yeah. There was a hog that ran for president and got in 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Like when they can get across the river, when the like tide comes down, that's when the like the incursion happens.
Exactly.
When they can
to
get across the Sunwise and the Widdershins.
That's the
Sorry.
worst, is because the flooding comes and then the waters recede and then the pigs can get across.
Yes.
What was your thing that you were
Oh,
gonna
he just wants to make the Everwood Valley good again.
Jesus Christ.
But
There's a Trump pig.
But
Yes.
the Hoglands are quote unquote led because it cannot be more established that the majority of the hogs, 99% of the hogs in the Hoglands are pigs, regular ass
Yeah.
pigs, pig intelligence. So pretty smart, but still pigs. One of them, known as Razor Tusk, is a trained war pig from like a dwarven, like gnomish settlement that wandered his way into the Hoglands and was like, I will lead you.
These are my people.
There's so much going on off screen, and it's all so stupid.
Including little red hats that say, make Hog America great again.
Big hog, America, hog, a hog.
Hog.
Make America.
America. Yeah, pretty good.
Great.
Okay, so yeah, that is what Stumpy, the Everwood Valley is basically in the midst of the hog times.
The hog times are the hard times.
Though there are enclaves of safety, there are roving bands of hogs. Still.
Okay. I appreciate you telling me all this.
I appreciate you coming to visit, Billy.
Always.
Well, and he reaches out his hand and gestures.
And I spit in it.
Oh, Billy.
Well, what else do you want?
Come on.
You want my hand?
My pipe, Billy.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I didn't know if you wanted the spit of friendship or something else.
It is as ever. And he spits in his own hand.
Yeah.
And then clasps your hand. Fare thee well.
May you live many moons.
And he climbs back up on his stump and like leans back on his hand and smokes and stares at the stars.
Okay, I head back. It's not far. And
Time to head back.
here we go.
Picks up his backpack, tightens the straps.
My
3
little
steps.
bindle. 3 steps. And I tell you both what Stumpy told me.
Oh, shit.
Look, I know it's to you just sounds like a bunch of pigs, but it's a big deal to us.
You can't. Well, you did keep saying it was a bunch of pigs.
I mean, it's mostly a bunch of pigs, but then there's the one big pig who's really evil.
Mm-hmm. And
So-
to the halflings, a bunch of pigs is a lot more than that.
Yeah, exactly.
There were multiple times in the conversation where we stopped Billy and we were like, "So it is a bunch of pigs, right?" That's what you're describing.
But it's not just They're not just pigs, is what I'm telling you.
No, they're just pigs plus a war pig.
Plus one crazy.
You make
Word
it
up.
sound manageable, but it's not.
No, not for halflings. We're just
No.
doing it for our own management.
Yeah, we're not trying to minimize what you're explaining to us at all.
Okay,
No,
fine.
But it just sounds.
It just sounds
it
like a bunch of pigs.
That's why I never tell you things. That's why I don't tell you anything.
Billy, what are you asking right now?
Are we here to help the halflings in their pig plight?
I mean, I think so, because usually, like, Wild Bill will chase off the pigs, but I don't know if he's sick or something, because they're still roaming around. Like, can we help them chase the pigs off? And they might be able to help us.
So you want us to like try and get the pigs out of the Everwood Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy.
Billy,
it's,
that's okay with me.
Oh, okay.
it's your home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can totally help it.
Thanks.
Helped at my home. We
Yeah.
helped at Tux.
We helped. Yeah, we helped my
I
home.
mean, all we did was like burn down a tree or whatever, and then like help. I don't know, fix a religion at yours.
All we did was collapse a church.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
These are the pigs, though. The hog times.
Billy, we'll help you end the hog times.
Thank you.
Hog times have come to the Everwood Valley. Where do you suggest that we go?
I think we should start at Lone Tree Hill, just to make sure.
Okay.
And that's where the big farm is as well. So, like, there's a lot of rutabagas that we would grow, and the pigs might have got to it. Who knows?
So maybe the pigs are targeting the stores there too.
Oh, it could be. Could
Yeah.
be.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go to the we'll sleep tonight and then it's kind of on our way. So we'll go to the Everwood Valley and then find this pig and then get rid of it.
Yes, the pigs. And then
Guys, is this stupid?
Is this stupid?
Did I introduce a
no,
stupid
I,
thing here?
I love it.
This is
Okay.
perfect.
It's
Okay.
funny that we're being somewhat dismissive. And
Okay.
then we're gonna. Oh fuck, that's a lot of pigs.
Yeah.
This could really flip.
Yeah, we're doing the parent thing where we are like pretty sure this isn't that big a deal.
You guys are
Yeah,
imagining
you-
like teacup pigs running around?
Yeah. You even said like it's pretty much on the way.
Like this horrible
Yeah.
hogpocalypse is basically just on our route.
We could stop by and save America.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. The halflings will forever be in your debt.
Also, I'd love to see where you're from.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I mean, they don't like me very much, so they might not be very happy to see us.
I bet they liked you more than you think they did.
Yeah.
Then I guess the night I guess we would just close it on the night
Yeah.
ending.
I like Billy around the fire telling us about hogpocalypse.
Yeah, I'm telling you about previous hogpocalypses.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Let's hear a little bit of a previous hogpocalypse.
One year, they ate all the carrot tops, which, as you know, is our favorite source of salad. So we had nothing else to eat for salad. So
And we didn't know where the carrots were then.
we didn't know where the carrots were. So like eventually, like, you know, here we are digging up the whole farm and no carrots to be found. We missed every carrot somehow. And then it wasn't until the next flood when and then they grew too big. The next flood came and all the carrots floated to the surface and they were like, They're like the size of me.
Oh my God.
They're huge.
And as Billy is giving this professional pantomime performance
Yeah.
of the year the carrots got too big,
The year the carrots got
It's
too
basically
big.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
Panama couplets.
the camera follows the embers of the fire up out of the fairy ring into the gorgeous night sky, sinister and dark, and the end of another day. And that's where we'll end it for this week. I'm your game master, Shawn O'Hara. Joining me as always, playing Tacoma Dome the Barbarian, Abdul Aziz.
So long.
Playing Ving the Half-Elf Druid, Paul Oppers.
Hogpocalypse.
And playing Fat Billy the Halfling Thief, Jessica Ty.
They are not just pigs.
Thank you to Aaron Reed for our intro and outro music. You can find all of Aaron's personal music under Aaron Charles Reed, or ACR, at aaronreed.bandcamp.com, and all the music Aaron has made for the show, written by Abdul and myself, at soundcloud.com. Thank you to all of our supporters around the world. Without you, this show simply would not be possible. If you want to support the show and get access to bonus content, including gift boxes, games run by Abdul and myself, and Blades in the Dark campaign set in the Highspear Mall, check us out at patreon.com/spoutlore or spoutlore.com/moneyplease. Thank you finally, and most of all, to all of you for listening. We'll see you next time.
And so ends the tale of adventures three who tried the best they can. Though dumb and scared and lost they be, fun times abreast in revelry. And though our journey may be like a conclusion, we will not leave you without a resolution. Return next week to hear some more whilst you commute or do your chores. And for you, I'd gladly spout more.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.
From the team behind the award-winning Best Fiction Horror podcast, Nightlight. A new audio drama that brings the southern folklore of True Blood and the cosmic horror of Lovecraft Country to your ears.
You don't hear that, do you?
Afflicted is a tale of hoodoo, a demonic book bound in human flesh, and natural disasters that are anything but natural.
Which grave did you get the dirt from? Which grave?
Afflicted, a horror thriller audio drama, coming this Halloween thanks to our Indiegogo supporters. Subscribe now to get notified the moment the first episode drops.
It's happening.
Spout Lore is proudly a Spout Lore Studios production.
A podcast for best friends by best friends.